Children, as in this book itself, in the previous chapters, we have already discussed about the Indian Constitution, and under that we have discussed that Indian Constitution, it recognizes all the Indians as equal before the law. What do you mean by this? Equal before the law? The law is same for all the people. Clear? And it also states that no person can be discriminated against because of their religion, sex, caste, or whether they are rich or poor. So on the basis of these things, children, whether a person will be rich or poor, chahe koi bhi ameer ho, gareeb ho, whether they belong to any religion, no person will be discriminated. Clear? As well as all adults in India have the equal right to vote during the elections, children. As in our country, we have this universal adult franchise. According to that, all the adults of the country will have the same equal right to vote. And this power over the ballot box, what do you mean by power over the ballot box? Ballot box means in elections, every person is having the right to cast only one vote. Okay, and this power has been used by the people to elect or replace their representatives. Clear? By casting our vote, जब हम elections में अपने vote देते हैं, through this process we elect our representatives to form the government, children. Clear? So, but this feeling of equality that the ballot box provides, because the vote of one person is as good as that of the another, does not extend to most people's life. Clear? So, children, as we have this feeling of equality through this, but as we have already also read that thing, the increasing privatization of the health services and the neglect of government hospitals have made it difficult for most poor people like Kanta, Hakim Sheikh and Aman to get good quality health care. These people do not have the resources to afford expensive private health services. Children, what does this example mean? As in our country, we talk about equality of the people, but at the same time period, as we have discussed, due to the privatization of the hospitals, like private hospitals are providing much more being better facilities as compared to the government hospitals. Clear? So, but as compared to the government hospitals, private hospitals are much more being expensive. So the poor people, they are not being able to afford the cost of the private hospitals. So here we find the inequality that exists in our country. Clear? They are not being able to get that facility that the rich people are having. Clear? As well as similarly, the man who sells juice does not have the resources to compete with all the major companies who sells branded drinks through the expensive advertising, children. Clear? So यहाँ पे भी आप देखोगे inequality है. आप एक ठेले वाले का एग्जाम्पल ले लो जो कि रोड साइड पे अपना जूस का कॉर्नर पे है उसका, एंड टेक एन एग्जाम्पल और कंपेयर हिम विद द जूस सेम कंपनी दैट इज और पर्सन हु इज हैविंग अ वेरी बिग कंपनी. सो the roadside seller, he won't have that much resources to advertise his product. Clear? वो अपने limited resources में ही अपने आप को रख सकता है. Clear? Now, as we have discussed about the example of Swapna, children, so Swapna does not have sufficient resources to grow cotton and has to take a loan from the trader to grow her crop. So this forces her to sell all her cotton to the lower price at local trader only. Clear? As well as we have also discussed about the example of domestic workers, children. So they are forced to endure the insult and hardship of working as a domestic help. हम उनसे काम लेते हैं, मनमाना काम लेते हैं, and time to time they have to face so much of humiliation also. Clear? So, in conclusion, we can say poverty and the lack of resources continue to be the key reason why so many people's life in India are highly unequal. Because they are poor, वो गरीब हैं, as well as because of that they won't have the resources. So that is a major cause of the inequality among the people.